Yeah. All right. So you wanna know my story, huh? Okay. They all up on they high horse like equestrians. A lifetime ago we used to be the best of friends, but things changed. Now I'm feeling stressed again. I got my sword leveled up, now let the quest begin. They all up on they high horse like equestrians. A lifetime ago we used to be the best of friends, but things changed. Now I'm feeling stressed again. I got my sword leveled up, now let the quest begin. I was born in the sewage of the slums. In wartime sought peace, but no one ever knew if it would come. We were war buddies, working on the same team with the same goal, but with slightly different means. When he hit the scene, he commanded respect. He needed something done, and every hand hit the deck. Took the first shot, and nobody fired back. He took no crap. I admit I admire that, cause dude was a legend. His story spun far and wide, and it scarred my pride down in my little heart inside. I took every mission I could accept to make my mark. I wanted the power and respect that he had, but alas, I was just a plebeian. Then the war ended before I could get to leave again. Then I heard he found some documents about his true origin, and then he got convinced that he was not of this earth. Bred to be a soldier, the spawn of an alien life form, Genova, infused with the cells while still in the womb. Heard the news and he was hell-bent on sealing the doom of anybody who participated. Burn the whole town down, killed everyone and everything was dissipated. I gave chase and the saga begun. He released Genova, then they both united as one. They all up on their high horse like equestrians. A lifetime ago we used to be the best of friends, but things changed. Now I'm feeling stressed again. I got my sword leveled up, now let the quest begin. They all up on their high horse like equestrians. A lifetime ago we used to be the best of friends, but things changed. Now I'm feeling stressed again. I got my sword leveled up, now let the quest begin. Tired of the games, steady waiting for the day that everything is explained. Something in my brain pushing me toward a goal that I ain't able to gain. The only constant is change, not the fame or the chains, it'll never be the same. What does confusion sound like? Just another day in the life of Cloud Strife. Well, Tifa tells me she can reconstruct the pieces of my past, filling the gaps, cause I'm sick of wearing the mask. The frame rate's mass body like a PS1. Story kinda cloudy, almost like my namesake. But wait, it turns out that what was in my mind was a memory, a dream that wasn't even mine. This can't be, I close my eyes, it looks so clear to me. Apparently nothing is the way it appears to be. I was manipulated by Seth, gotta find him, kill him, and I do it myself if I have to. Blast through, cause I need to know all the lies they compose as the live stream flows down the road. Till I meet a group of survivors, what they lack in skill, they make up for in desire. We on a quest to unlock the mystery. We mount up and the rest is history. They all up on their high horse like equestrians. A lifetime ago we used to be the best of friends, but things changed. Now I'm feeling stressed again. I got my sword leveled up, now let the quest begin.
Howdy. Ooh, let's get this game up, shall we? Come here. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to start by doing the Dragoon quests. And I got to 50. Oh, we can see it. I'm on 52 off stream. I figured leveling off stream might be the better idea. I think those squadron dungeons got a bit repetitive to watch. Maybe post 50 wouldn't be as bad, I don't know. Maybe. Although, once I'm done with the Dragoon thing, I guess it might be time to do the daily stuff by then. Like an hour, so maybe. I might do that. Then I think I'll do some Boja. Because... reasons, you know? I need to level my Dark Knight up too. And that's in the Boja range. Should be fun. Alrighty. Where do I need to go? Corvus. Sounds nice to me. Camp Dragonet. Gucci Babucci. Buddy. Alrighty. It's down this way maybe, I think. Oh yeah, I can pick the bloody thing up, don't I? I've not yet picked it up. So I did do the intro to this to unlock the actual class, but I've not done any of the quests after that. I assume there are 3 of them, since it's usually every 5 levels, right? So I assume, but I'm not certain. Is it you? I think it's you, isn't it? Other dude's levies or something. Yeah, I can finally learn these other abilities, that'll be nice. It is pleasing to see how readily the dragon stirs within you. He showed great potential, Tai. A potential that may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Estinian is no ordinary Dragoon, even when set against the legendary Azures of ages past. The man is considered second to none, such is his prowess. In fact, that day when he was chosen by the Eye, it was proclaimed by Haldroth. The Dragon's Eye had been reborn. I mean not to disparage your skills, Tai, but to pursue Estinian in your current state would be tantamount to suicide. As promised, I shall train you in the way of the Dragoon, that you might face Estinian as an equal. Before we commence, however, it is only fitting that you were edified regarding our origins. It all began a millennium past, when our forebears resided in the southern plains in humble circumstances. The Fury, impressed by the spirit of our ancestors, decided it was meet that she make them her own. So did she appear before. There's a lot of words. So did she. It's the capitals that are throwing me off. I'm thinking it's just have a new sentence and it's not. So did she appear before Aldrath's sire, a man of courage and integrity, named Forden, and bade him lead her people to the promised land, to what would become the great nation of Ishgard. It is pretty great. Their journey brought them to a wide chasm, whereupon Forden and his people set to building a bridge. It was then that a dark shadow descended upon them, the great worm Nidhogg. Heedless to his own safety, Forden fearlessly charged at the colossal beast. Alas, he was pushed into the chasm by one of his own, a man seduced by the worm, and fell to his death. Taking up his slain sire's lance, Aldrath hurled himself at Nidhogg, even as tears streamed down his face. The confrontation ended when the young man, his hand guarded by Aloni, landed a mighty thrust that prized out Nidhogg's eye. With a terrible roar of pain, the great worm took wing and fled, while jubilation reigned below. Definitely the full story. Definitely didn't hear more to it at some point. Definitely not. Ishgard's priceless relic is none other than the eye taken from Nidhogg that day. It is a veritable wellspring of dragon power. Even so removed from its owner, it can exert control over the hearts of men. Aldrath himself felt its malign influence, but his love of justice brooked no corruption, and he was prevailed over the power, claiming it for his own, and so it was the first Azure Dragoon was born. Being derived from our foe, the power of the dragon is a thing to be loathed. But as Aldrath proved to us all, so long as our hearts burn with justice, we need not fear being taken into its thrall. But what is justice precisely, eh? Justice assumes many shapes and forms, and none can say that one is greater than other. So long as you hold fast to your beliefs and stay true to yourself, you leave no room for power of the dragon to master you. But enough of history, let's return our attention to the present. A knight by the name of Sir Brucomont will see to the next stage of your training, seeking out at Witch Drop. Don't mind if I do. Up here, I take it. How up are we looking? Not too far up. Not too far. Is very good. It is interesting doing this after I've already done Heaven's Word. I wonder what this would be like for someone that did this fast. I wonder if the build-up's pretty good. Again, I'm not sure whether this was in Realm Reborn initially, or I always assumed they added it into Heaven's Word. But I don't know. Where are you? You down here? Seems like a very Heaven's Wordy class. Thematically. Nice little tease, if not though. So the adventurer seeks to become a Dragoon. Sir Albrecht speaks of legends and chosen ones, but I would see you prove yourself in a more practical fashion with your lance. Defend yourself. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Come here. I ain't coming to you, you come to me, sir. Sir? Ah, see? Shit. Shit. I have arranged attacks, you son of a bitch. I've been playing this on the PlayStation, so forgive me if my keybinds are a bit messy. Actually, speaking of which, I don't think I've added my new stuff. You, sir, I definitely haven't added. I definitely don't want you there. What do you, it's this one. Maybe I don't want you there then. It's usually where I put my buffs, but that's gonna follow up from that. Or I put you here. So, put you there, put you there. We'll go with that for now. Don't think it's gonna stay that way though. For them, to be honest. So, you have some skill, I'll give you that. And the glow of your soul, Crystal, perhaps. Sir Albrecht was not wrong about you, after all. Now return to him, your training here is complete. That it? Is that it? That's some random dragon, alright. Tis not my first dragon, sir. 'Tis but one of many. Hello. All these quests I haven't done. One day. I figure after Endwalker would be a good idea. Since that's supposed to be like the end of this main story, you can like justify it as going back and just seeing everything, I guess. Like, you saved everything. Now go back and help people with like little casual tasks. Get reacquainted with the world. That's all my thought process of how I'm gonna tackle that, I think. The soul of the dragon grows ever stronger within you, Tai. Clearly your trial was a rousing success. I need only observe your crystal to know as much. Yes, though you have only just begun to walk the path of the Dragoon, it is clear you possess the talent to become Estinian's equal. Go forth and make the powers you have obtained your own. When the time is right, we shall proceed with your training. Well, thank you, sir. What do you do? Execute said jump to a location 15 meters behind you. Interesting. That sounds kind of fun. Oh, is this you got an ability? Yeah. Cool. I'm here for it. Let's see. It's just, ooh, very nice. Cannot be executed while bound. That makes sense. That seems pretty reasonable. Mouse 4 for now, or mouse 5? Or this. That tends to be where I have that sort of stuff in, when I play the Old Republic. More new stuff. Delivers an attack with a potency of 172. I'm going to assume that's my jump, basically, but for AoE. So my off cooldown AoE attack. Going to assume. You grow even stronger, and I speak of more than just the flesh. Aye, you are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon. Though I must confess my preceding feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by dragons, fills me with the gravest misgivings. Yet you have, but I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now during your last session, I enlightened you regarding the origins of dragoons. You will recall that Aldrath heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg, and Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Tai, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Ashgardians, and most would just soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of them all. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Tai. The time is 20 summers past, and the place, Dravania. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smouldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep, foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos painting the belly of the sky angry red, the agonized screams of innocence fading into deathly silence. In my station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place only long enough to lay into waste, and when he took wing, so too did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed an eternity before I found myself face to face with a great worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement over the edge of Corfus, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realised that I must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered all on a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled on the scorched earth. Night in insensate in that word. Don't know what that word is. Could be real. That word. Don't know. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed, but Aloni was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky. That battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered me body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I'd failed to protect. The last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Fendale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. Interesting. I feel like we knew part of this right from the main story quest. Maybe not the specifics though. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Estinian as my own son, instructing him in the way of the Dragoon when he was in an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion but of guilt. Me guilt at having failed him. But alas, I've also failed him as a father. For what matter of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. Ah, you heard me right. All of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less of the minds of the dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding his stolen eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more. That his kin have already steered from the slumber serves as a fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, I would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Witchrup, where the knight Hustin awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on your time. Isn't it always? Isn't it always? I love you people, but you're always counting on me. I've missed this place. It's pretty cool. What is this? Have I been down here before? Storm the Caller or some shit. An interesting little area. Got their own little purple crystal. Oh, there's a thing here. There's just something I've not unlocked, I guess. Guess that's got to be on the to-do list. It's a very big to-do list. Very intimidating. Alrighty. Ooh, interesting. Random, but interesting. Excuse me, sir, how dare you attack me? Alright, I'm stuck, you jerk. Okay, so we wouldn't need this. Yeah, there we go. Yes, this is a buff, don't get that. Switching between mouse and keyboard and controller might be a bit more complicated than I had complicated to get my head around, I should say, than I was anticipating. Right, assume we need one more. Oh, 1 of 5, maybe not. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to fight? Notice how easily I get distracted. Sorry. I can but apologize. Any more for any more? Yeah, you missed her. Excuse me, sir. So long, farewell. Hi. Assume this fate being here is going to complicate that. Excuse me, friend. How are you? There we go. So there's 2 separate ones there I'm dealing with then. Alright. Alrighty. Sorry about that, pal. Are you still on my list? You are. Don't get the ghost that just clench your fist. There goes some. Get out of. Nice. That's definitely one of them down. There might be another one. Excuse me, anybody down here with a thing over your head? Anybody? Right over here. Have you got things over your head? You do, son. We're in the middle of this mess, like. So if there's anyone that's not in the middle of a mess. You look pretty good. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come here. I'm coming to you as a big boy then. Don't deal in big boys. Shit. I've been forced to deal in big boys. Wow, this was planned. Fucking run. Fucking run. Run, Yosuke. Run, yo. Hi. Also hi. Just pull everything, it's fine. Could go wrong. There we go. Easy. Peasy easy. Squeezy lemons. Accidentally stronghold, huh? Don't remember doing anything here. But yeah, I guess there is that, whatever that is. I assume it's a fate? I don't know. Since it's not on the map. Let's see this guy again. Yeah, maybe just fight something again, huh? Or you're a different one. You are the one who aspired to be the Azure Dragoon. Why, you are not even a bit scared. You truly possess the power that Sir Albrecht sees in you. Then prove it to me with your lance. On guard. God damn it. Any more for any more? Thank you. Alright, we've got one more somewhere out there. Goodbye, sir. You happy with me? That strength. Who you calling a failure? How dare you? I have not seen its like since Justinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Albrecht has the right of it after all. Return to and show your crystal to him. I have no doubt he will be pleased. Thank you. I mean, it's not Christmas, but it is snowy. So it kinda works. Somewhat thematically appropriate. Even if it's just a little bit. Your mount can fly no higher, dummy. Lower your trajectory, huh? Ooh, it's very snowy up here, isn't it? Oh, is that the weather? Blizzards. I feel like I've seen a blizzard here before. This is pretty cool. I'm a fan. Buddy. You've passed yet another trial with flying colours, Ty. The day when you may stand before Justinian as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the Eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this, but we must be patient still. For now you must continue your training. When you can do no more on your own, seek me out once more. I guess maybe this is just like a straight AoE actually, because I don't have any of those yet. Happy to have one. Alright. Just need a target for this one, huh? Some of the AoEs you can just do, right? Am I fine with you there? For now, you can stay there. For now. Impeccable timing, Ty. A message arrived from Justinian but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us, and bids us to meet him at Boulder Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Sure can, buddy. You sure can. You sure can. Ba-ba-ba-bum. How far away is that? Not too far. Not too... What is this? What is this? Strange. Kinda cool. I'm guessing that's something you can get up close with before, maybe? 'Cause flying wasn't a thing. Although if you could get up there, maybe. Maybe you could. Nice little point for our meeting, Justinian. Approve. Buddy. How you doing? So, can we be friends now? Oh god, greetings, Master. It has been too long. Vestinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the hour passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to the repeat of the tragedy of the 20 summers past. Surrender yourself in the eye and return with me to Ishgard before it's too late. Ah, but it is already too late, Master, for you see, Nidhogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. It's a cold shot. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for that wound of 20 years ago. That rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land, far from the Holy Sea, then, and only then, could destruction be averted, and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. I mean, this doesn't seem like a bad idea. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there's more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. That also seems like an Estinian thing. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a Dragoon. Dragons long outlive men, and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as a fire in their hearts, over time swelling into unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on the history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Naught short of death will prevent him from completing his mission within he next wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me. Now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. Buddy. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing two azure dragoons in one generation, it means for us to join together in a common cause. I mean, yeah? Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power. I, the power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have two azure dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my army. This is the Dragon Mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does Harmor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an azure dragon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Definitely will. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from Azure Dragoon to Azure Dragoon down through the generations. Then and only then will your training be complete. Yes, sir. But first you must win the Dragon Mail as I and Sir Albrecht did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure. A series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait! No. Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. Buddy, I take my leave of you. Miss you. Aww. What a sweet little... Well, sweet's maybe not the right word, but what a nice little introduction though. This would have been for Estinian. I guess this was for a lot of people. Very cool. So far, he seems like good old Estinian. Like, I knew he was in this questline, I'd heard that before. I just assumed it was the level 50 to 60 part of that. I didn't think he'd be in the Realm Reborn part. I'm glad he is. Estinian. Forgive me. I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquiring the armour of which Estinian spoke. But first, it was my intention to bequeath my own armour to you. I am an Azure Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But it is as Estinian said, the Dragon armour is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the Dragoon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating within the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon my own armour's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. When I bestow it upon you now, I feared it would offer but a scintilla of the protection it offered me in those bygone days. Aye, Estinian has the right of it. You must claim your armour as he did, and as I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, and that the powers of the dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch the Dragoon there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Sounds good to me, buddy. Is he in the usual spot? He's a bit further up this time. Nice to see they're branching out. I'm interested now to see what the 50 to 60 quest will be. I suppose Estinian might still be in that. I kind of hope so. It'd be cool if he's in the Stormblood one too. He's very lightly in that main MSQ. Down below, right? Alrighty. How do I get in here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hello. I feel like I've been in here before for something. I don't remember what though. You have grown since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with your Azure forebears. You would prove me wrong. Let your lance do the talking. My lance has had to do a lot of talking. Come on, come here. Come here. Come here. Alright, so that AoE is not off cooldown then. Good to know. The more you know, the less you don't. Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only just begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond, so Hostiny awaits you there. These fucking names. Got a clue how to pronounce them. Dragon Breachers. Ooh, this is cool. It just sort of like gives you the bits as you go on then. I like that. I wish I had space in my fucking glamour chest. Maybe I'd get to make some use out of it. You, a foreigner, would don the dragon armor. Then prove to us that you will not do dishonor to it. I intend to. Maybe. Excuse me, sir. Bring your bed up here. Come to me, for I will not come to you. Oh, God damn you. Damn you, sir, I didn't want to move. That's effort. So long, yeah, jerk. God, it's dark in here, innit? Barely see what I'm doing. Sir Albrecht said the Eye had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The hammer is yours, and wear it with pride and honor. Your trial is now complete, but be forewarned, many before you have made it this far, only to fail at the final challenge. Do not let your overconfidence be your downfall, boy. I won't, I promise. Alrighty. Hello, you're new, I assume. So you made it this far. Very well. Prove yourself worthy of the Azure, or die in the effort. I choose the first one. Big boy, bring your ass around. Come, big boy. Big boy. You know what? I'm gonna see what the AoE does. That's pretty cool. Guess it's not an AoE, is it? It's a conal. Yeah. It's not even a conal, it's just a straight line, huh? I mean, technically it's still an AoE. But I always assume circle AoE, you know. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armor of dragons. I shall send word ahead to Sir Albrecht that you have passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with the fourth piece of armor. Consummate your training. Go now, my fellow Dragoon, and deliver this land from the great worm's wrath. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a piece if that's only 4. Can I get up there? Can I fly out? Got a long way then, I suppose. You know what? Let's just be lazy. Come here, Ethan. Sometimes you gotta be lazy. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Bada bing, bada boom, shabba ding, shabba doo. Alright. How's this gonna end then? Wanda. So, a little chocobo head. That's cute. I heard from Sir Bockermont that you perform most impressively. Yes, I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. You be warned, Si. One last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence not of knights, but of ghosts. Make your way toward the Steel Vigil and seek out a gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute. When you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave by the present, return it here to me. Since you asked so nicely. Bada bing, bada boom. Rada ding, rada doo. Where is this? And that one? It's not that one. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, is it up there? There we go. There we go. And I'm so glad they added the flying into these areas. I finished Realm Reborn like right before they did that. So that was fun. So I have the experience of doing it without. I suppose everyone has to do it without still, though, don't they? The first time. Just fair. I guess. What are you randomly doing there, buddy? Hello. Sorry. That was pretty quick. It was rather expedient. We're just going all the way back, man. Indeed. Oh, can I not get over here? Interesting. Fair enough. Shall take the long way. I love the architecture and stuff. Really cool. Really cool. Oh boy. Sweet, sweet boy. Never forget. Man, this place looks so much cooler with the blizzard. Or am I being stupid and there's always a blizzard? That's entirely possible. It just looks a lot more... Maybe it's because I'm playing it on the laptop, actually. Don't remember it looking this snowy. Your presence before me indicates you're seen to the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Yeah, I got this, and then I got this. The Skull of Grey Wine, old warrior of the Travanian Horde. It's said that in ages past, he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you're proving yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armour that Estinian, myself and our forebears did wear. Well, you doubtless wonder about the 5th. I do. I can tell you that only that mine is not mine to give. That it is not mine to give. Fear not, however, your triumphs in the trials against the dragon of the Horde give evidence that the dragon blood now resonates within yours. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. And yet, before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The great worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life? To deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return and speak to me. Will do, buddy. So how much of this does it actually want me to put on? Not much, unfortunately. So I'm assuming I got a chess piece. Maybe I didn't. Let's have a look what I did get, shall we? Okay, so we got those. Plop them on. Might as well get the look on the go, eh? Though it's gonna look a bit weird without the chess piece. We're already wearing those. The Guardian's Breaches of Maiming Dragon. No. Alright. So yeah, it's just the chest piece. Fair enough. At least a bit odd. Without it. Gotta keep the visor down there. You know what? It's a unique take on the look. Oh yeah, nothing against it. Deliberate jumping attack with a potency of 240. Cannot. Alright. Maybe that one's off cooldown. So you would join your strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forever. Then I shall honour me promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there's something I must needs confess. You will recall that I tell him in battle with Nidhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of me injuries I sustained. What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us strength, the strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction, more than any ordinary men. Even as I buried me lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met then with a look that would fair impale a man. In an instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not my own. Sorrow, rancor, pity. They threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the Eye had bestowed upon me. So the idea is, Estinian doesn't go that route. Like, he's okay with it because he already feels the same stuff Nidhogg does anyway, right? Like, that was a big part of that storyline, that he empathizes, I guess, with Nidhogg's hunger for revenge. Thus, regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance, bereft of me power. It was all I could do to save but one child. Nearly a soul knows of this, nay, not even Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg had us won to him. That frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that cannot ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves to only cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though I mean the loss of his good opinion, the outcome of this coming battle, and his very life may well depend on his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavour. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart unto you the technique that will mark you as a true Azure Dragoon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my power to bestow. No, you must claim the technique much as you claim the fourth piece of the army you bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons whose power would unite with your own. I entrust with you the float once more, take it to the southwest of Providence Point, and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary, and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy to champion the cause of your lance as sworn. The dragon within you shall awaken. Alright. We shall see about that. We shall see. Up there, eh? Fair enough. Apologies. I wonder why this has got like blue accents instead of the Stinians had gold, right, in this. I think they looked a bit cooler. Ready? Oh, where's me little... Get me chocobo back and then we can fight, alright? Don't fight without Yosuke. But when I can. So long, friend. I will say, whilst I'm enjoying the story of this questline, the actual quests have just been... Go here, talk to person, kill dragon. It's certainly a thing. Oh, you killed dragon. Well, go kill bigger dragon. Oh, you killed bigger dragon. Well, there's a bigger one. Go kill that one. Suppose I am a dragoon now. Doth make sense. I'm done with me task. It's good to see you safely returned. I take from your bearing that the engagement went favourably. Yeah, it did. You left this place a man's eye, but you return as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now you're right to recall me saying the fifth piece of armour, or the Draken armour, was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction in which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon house within is such that many of the Azure forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. Aye, within you is awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy of wearing the armour, then I know none who are. Remember me warning to you, Tar, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind, aught less than complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his frown. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. Own your lance arm till you bear no further owning, and then present yourself to me. When the time is come, I'll tell you what you need to do. Look forward to our next meeting, my young Dragoon. Me too, buddy. Me too. I got a thing. Alrighty, so what cooldown do you have? So you'd like double the cooldown of that, huh? For now, put you two up here. That may not continue. We'll see. Ooh, got a lot from this, eh? Draken mail, nice. Worm's armor coffer. Deliver a jumping fire-based attack with a potency of 380 to target all enemies nearby. Alright. What's the cooldown on that? 120 seconds. Interesting. 2 minutes. Ah, Ty. An urgent message arrived from Estinian in your absence. He bids you come at once to the Steel Vigil. It would seem Nidhogg is on the move, and rather sooner than we anticipated. It appears you have not yet fully become the master of the dragon within, and yet we are racing against time. I fear we have no choice but to do battle to the best of your current abilities, without the dragon mail I promised. Rude. Now let us away. Estinian must know the truth of Ferndale, lest he fall for the Great Worm's seduction. Estinian's a good boy. He wouldn't do that. He's a good boy, son. Up there, right? Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Can't go higher. I know you want to go higher, but you can't. Deal with it. But let you go higher, then you'd have to go over that fucking mountain, and we'd have to do stuff around the mountain and on top of the mountain. So you're just not going any higher than this on that. Okay, Mr. Developer. I understand it was a lot of stuff to recreate to get flying here. I understand the situation. Should go through here, I guess. Alright. Duty calls, commence battle for Into the Dragon's Maw. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, alright, here we go. I'm excited. Yeah, look, that must be cooler. Buddy. Buddy? Oh, Brick. I've waited long for this day. You, who fancy yourself an Azure Dragoon. The man whose cause you have taken for your own is a coward, who relinquished the power of the dragon of his own violation, and watched the Fendale burned. That's not even try to remember Palestinian sounds. I feel like I had it kind of earlier. Do you not think it ironic that I was chosen as the Azure Dragoon? I, an orphan who has naught of value to protect in Ishgard. I suppose I must give thanks, for it was the eye that revealed to me the truth. A truth so damning as to undo a lifetime of trust. I loved you as a father, but I can ill forgive you for Ferndale. As I understand it, you kept the Archbishop in the dark regarding the missing eye. You mean to take your shame to your grave. Buddy. But I waste my breath. Prepare yourself, old man, for I shall lay waste to all the things that you hold dear, and once I am finished with you, I shall do what no Azure Dragoon has succeeded in doing. I shall claim Nidhogg's head. Well, maybe. Kinda. Calm yourself, Astinian. Your age renders you vulnerable to the dragon's influence. No talk Nujutsu. No talk Nujutsu. Come on, Tai. Tai. In you, I thought I'd found a kindred. Someone beside whom I could fight the Great Worm. It is with a heavy heart that I relinquish that dream. Your affection for this coward has rendered you deaf to your own destiny. Buddy. Very well. That we would one day cross lances was inevitable from the moment of our first meeting. As we shall now find out who is the Eye's true chosen. There can only be one. Okay, buddy. I understand. Why did it come to this? Alright, come out. Careful, man. Careful, mate. That was just a pointless flip, huh? Sorry, I had to be this way, Stinian. Stop it. I'm not standing in your fire. I mean, I did temporarily, but you know, we'll forget about that. Ah, that poor thing. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that one just leaves you there, huh? Doesn't take you back with that one. Interesting, so that's a proper charge.
I am undone.
Sorry, buddy. Had to be. Feeble creature, dost thou desire power? Yeah, no. Look to thine anger and to thy hatred. It is there that thou shalt find it. Almighty Nidhogg, Lord of Dragons. Buddy? Grant unto me thy blood, that I might be granted the claws and fangs wherein to rend thine enemies. Buddy? Dude, I said you were a good boy. This is not very good boy like. Ty? This is impossible. It cannot be. I'm a badass now, Stinian, sorry. Stinian? Buddy? Where'd you go? Buddy? Forgive me, Estinian. I failed you once again. I'm fine, Tar. Somewhat shaken, but otherwise all a body. Suffice it to say, I've much to reflect upon. Let's return to the observatorium. I mean, I know he's still alive. I'm just wondering how this, is gonna connect to Heavensward? I don't remember there being any reference to this. I guess I didn't do it, but still. Maybe there's a bit of extra dialogue if you did do it. I'm not even that high, how dare you? Semi-high. Some variable of highness. And something, you know, the good side of it. The reasonable side. Shush. Just shush. Just stop. Why you got glowy lights? I don't want glowy lights. That's cheating. Everybody wants the glowy lights. You see the glowy lights, you think, ooh, glowy. And then you think lights. And then you realize you're a moron. Hi. When the being of darkness closed upon us, you appeared to me the spitting image of Eldrath, the dragon's eye, just as he's depicted in the Holy Scriptures. I thought that mayhap the years had taken a toll on my mind, but behold, the soul of the dragon shines as it never did in all years I bore it. It would seem you achieved that which was thought impossible. You had awakened to the ability that none but the first Azure Dragon possessed. Truly a momentous achievement. I can still scarce believe that you were able to summon the self-same Draken mail worn by Eldrath. To think they had been sealed within the soul crystal this time. I have borne witness to many and more wonders of the years, yet none compares to you, my young Dragoon. Could it be that you are? Yeah? Who am I? Oh, you son of a bitch, I wanna know. Knowing where the story goes, it's like, well, maybe. Maybe in some way. Whatever it is he's referring to. Mark not my mutterings. I'm certain that it was your indomitable sense of justice that resonated with the spirit of the first Azure Dragoon, prompting him to bestow the armor upon you. Yes, that is doubtless what happened. As the being of darkness faded, so too did Nidog's order subside, and now it's kind of ceased their steering. Whether this was compelled by your awakening, I cannot say. I suspect we will learn the truth of it eventually. Astinian, me dear boy, whatever becomes of him, he will never be as a son to me. He will ever. I pray that he is somewhere out there still. Don't worry, buddy. And that he has not wholly forgotten the great man he once was. He's an even greater man now. Don't worry. He's a good boy. Except when he's not, which was just now. But you know, most of the time, good boy. Except when he's being possessed as well. But you know, that was like not really his fault, so yeah. When the darkness brushed against me, the self-same torrent of emotions swept over me as I experienced 20 summers past. But there was something else besides. There was a voice, and it lamented the rift that divides dragons and men. Nice. You will come to comprehend what I speak of in due time. Till then, Tar, I pray that you will ever use your newfound strength in the name of justice. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. This one, so far of all the class quests I've played, this one feels like the most origin story-ish one. Like, it gives your character like a cool little origin story for their development, I guess. Like, this feels like it's set up for everything. Or the others feel like you're doing your class. Feels like class specific. This concludes the Dragoon quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. I'm gonna wait until I get to level 60 before I go through those though. Alright. Not that. See what I look like with everything on first. Ooh, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do like the Dragoon set. Then I got this too, huh? I assume this looks very similar. All the Dragoon armor sets seem to look the same to me. Whoa, shit, they fucking close. That's pretty cool. Cool. Do that. Try to remember not to sell everything. Cast glamour, I guess. Worm breaches, go on. Go on, man. Nice. That's definitely everything, yeah? Alright, well, I'm caught up with this. Oh, I got a new spell, didn't I? This. Can I just do this? No. 2 minutes for a cooldown, huh? That sounds quite fun, though. What's the range on that? 20 yards, that's not too shabby. I wonder if this is one where you move back. It doesn't say you move back, so I wonder if this is an actual charge, too. Because that one seems to be an actual charge. In fact, I might even put that there, to be honest. Since it seems to be a charge. Put you there. You're good where you are. kind of want you there, I think. We'll see. This always changes, but for now, that's where I have things. Alright. Where's my screen? I'm going to take a break before I get into everything else, because I need to wee-wee. Shan't be long. After this, daily stuff, you know, the roulettes and whatever. Bee stripes. I'll do that if I'm still in the mood. Maybe some Boja. We'll see. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Or 10. Who knows. Howdy. Apologies. Alright, something's come up, so... The break. Well, it's gonna be a longer break, so I'm just gonna cut the stream for a bit. I don't really want to leave it on. I don't know how long, maybe an hour. I should be back there for the daily stuff. But yeah, it won't be for like another hour yet. Can but apologise. So thank you for stopping by. I very much appreciate it. And I shall see you later. Goodbye. There we go. Filling for time while I get this ready.